what was your thoughts on, both the match as a whole and the finish? Because I have a really big spiel about this that I've written down. So, and it's a bit of a rant in all honesty, but in a good way. So I'm going to let you have the floor. I'm just going to shut up. I'm going to let you tell your thoughts. Because, as I said, it's a little bit of a rant. But what was your thoughts on this match and subsequently the Jay Lethal heel turn?
This match is actually when I started to tune in because obviously, life and I had to do other things. And honestly, I haven't seen a lot of Murray, but, to me, he shocked the shit out of me. I thought he was awesome. I've seen plenty of Jay Lethal as, with you and, but this dude, he literally is what you said, a younger version of Jay Lethal in my eyes.
100%. Anything you can pick up from him on YouTube, IWTV, anything like that, he's fucking fantastic. Like, fantastic.
And if Seidel's in his corner, he's obviously,
Yeah. But what do you feel about in terms of the Jay Lethal heel turn?
I like it. I thought he was getting a bit stale as a face.
Bingo. Like, I know it's a super marky thing to say, but
but you got to say it.
Like, it seems like just about every wrestler ever, someone's like, "Oh, they suck. They need to turn heel." But no, like in this case, like Lethal, he'd been face for a while. He'd been in the foundation. He signed with AEW, which was a big deal. But in true AEW fashion, it lasted about 2 weeks, and now, like, he's still doing something, but it's kind of just there. But
exactly, like most of them.
That's another story for another day. But
yeah.
I popped pretty fucking hard for this. The moment Lethal hit the low blow, I had all of these gears turning in my mind, and for many reasons. First off, I don't know if this was intentional or just pure coincidence, but straight off the bat, there's a lot of symbolism here with the low blow, because if you remember, someone we were just talking about earlier who returned to the WWE in Cody, when he first left the WWE,
he low blowed and
he would go on to turn heel. He would join the Bullet Club. The man that Cody turned heel on and low blowed was Jay Lethal, who at that time was the face of Ring of Honor. And obviously, the story here is that Jay Lethal was in a rut, something had to change, whatever, but Lethal never would have became successful as the face of Ring of Honor without the initial heel run that kicked off. So it kind of almost like everything's kind of come full circle in a sense.
Yeah.
The second reason this popped me, and it's purely just from an absolute mark standpoint, but that's what we're here for, right? Ranting, reviewing, marking out. That's literally the tagline of the podcast. But I originally discovered Ring of Honor in about 2008, 2009, maybe 2010, and I was only seeing clips on YouTube and stuff, and then eventually, social media. And I'm going to cop heat for this, but my initial thoughts on Ring of Honor, and I actually went on record on social media and said it, I thought Ring of Honor was overrated. And I've obviously well and truly eaten my words over the years, and it's become one of my favorite products. But I was originally seeing all these clips, and I'm seeing guys like Nigel McGuinness, Eddie Edwards, Davey Richards, Kevin Steen, and El Generico, who, Kevin Owens is one of my fucking favorite wrestlers of all time now, especially as Kevin Steen, etc. And all of these clips I was watching, though, I'm seeing all these guys kick out of 3, 4, 5, hell, sometimes 6 finishes like it's a video game. And that's still a problem in wrestling today. But I was watching these completely out of context. So to me, I thought that's all Ring of Honor was. Now, obviously, I've gone back and I've watched quite a lot of that, in its entirety. And it's fucking brilliant. But I remember about 2013, 2014... actually, might have even been earlier that. Might have been 2012. But I really got sucked into Ring of Honor when I saw a guy by the name of Adam Cole, baby, who was on the rise. But what I most think of when I think of Ring of Honor is that one specific run that Jay Lethal had when he defeated Jay Briscoe. He became dual world and television champion as a heel, and then he just kind of slowly morphed into a babyface by proxy due to the constant amazing performances that he was putting out. And then obviously he goes on to form the foundation. And then, as we say, he just kind of did the foundation thing for a bit, was tag champs with Gresham as a face. But then he just kind of floated about. So I'm kind of excited at the prospect of getting that original Jay Lethal back. Now, obviously, I'd seen Jay Lethal many, many years ago as the Black Machismo character. But this, in my opinion, is peak Jay Lethal. And I'm not saying, hey, put the belt on him, make him world champion again. But I'm 100% on make this guy a top guy in the relaunch of Ring of Honor. Something I'd like to say, and this is something I'd like to see, rather, and this is just fantasy booking, but take Sanjay Dutt out of the equation. Obviously, he's going on to be Lethal's manager in AEW, but I think put Lethal and maybe even Gresham, who, spoiler alert, does win in the main event, which we'll get to, but take them and put them in Tully's group, right? You could have Gresham as world champ, Lethal as pure champ, Cage as television champ, Gates of Edging as tag champ, give them all the fucking gold like Evolution, because why not? And have them run roughshod through the entire roster until you have to get a guy like Christopher Daniels, and he has to assemble a team of young guys to elevate them and eventually take down Tully Enterprises. I don't know. Again, as I said, that's a rant, and I literally got all of this just from one low blow from Jay Lethal.
I dig it, though.
My fucking, you know how my mind works, dude. I was just like, boom, and I thought of the Cody thing, and I'm like, well, this, and this, and I was just like, fuck. Bottom line is, Jay Lethal turned heel, and I splooshed a little bit. Do you have anything else to add to that before we move to the next match?
No, we'll just let you enjoy Splooshin'.
Match number 4.